Hello, hello, hello. I'm asked to introduce the next speaker. We live in an age of disinformation where you cannot tell facts from lies. And I was thinking back that my Christian
Is that a
journey.
play on his last name,
What?
Lie?
I'm trying to be serious. I think my Christian journey sort of went through George Lai through the camp days when he told the story of Sir Gray.
Sir Gray, that's right.
One of these days, you should have him
Tell the story.
talk about the story of Sir Gray because it deals with moral courage, right? I mean,
I forgot.
deals with what is right and what is wrong. And I think today we lack that. So to start this off, I'd like to lead you guys in a song called Happy Birthday to George. My wife forget the note.
Happy
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, dear George. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Paul changed keys twice.
Blow out the
Well,
candle.
thank you. Oh, blow out the candle first?
Yeah, before it goes down to the
No.
cake.
Make a wish. Make a wish. Now take the cake away. Where's it
And I
going?
remember that one.
Happy birthday, George.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a pretty.
I think I need to respond. I think I need to respond because I think I'll respond before we get to that. Right? But I want to thank everybody and I think since we're on the third fellowship hall of a church, I need to respond with scripture. I think all of us know Psalm 23, at least the first couple of lines, right? The Lord is my shepherd, right? He leads me beside green pastures and so on. But later on, it says that He anoints my head with oil, my cup runneth over. My cup runneth over. That's how I feel, but by your friendship and your generosity, that I feel that my cup runneth over. Thank you very much. Shall we get to that?
George, we have one more thing. A couple people might want to say a couple things too, and then we'll start the class.
You don't get a program today.
Well, okay, we'll pass that mic all the way around.
Not that many people want to say anything.
And then you have to say something, Steve. Open mic.
Among the three of us here, we're the oldest active seniors, male, in the church. He's number one, I'm number two, and he's number three. So whenever he's absent, I'm the oldest senior. Okay.
I'll be absent.
I've always admired this young man. In Chinatown, back in those old days, the Y and the church, that's our social activity. We were kaidois in Chinatown, but for the church and the Y, it kept us on the narrow, straight and narrow. And he's a teacher like I'm a teacher, and he only walks to church. He walks to work. For 30 years, he walks to work, right? I traveled from Corte Madera to San Francisco. I said, what a privileged guy he is, right? But I think he found a second calling. As you know, we are all the beneficiaries of his wisdom. George should have been a theologian rather than just a math teacher.
They're the same. It's the same. Theology and math, they're the same.
You can walk up here.
George has always been a teacher to us too, but he's always noted to me for being short and to the point. Not too chung, hey.
I'll stop now. Now. I'll
Is
stop
that a
now.
compliment?
We have another one actually.
I'll stop. I'll stop.
Anita? Anita's gotta go to class. Can we just,
Yeah.
can we do one more? Can we do it real quick? Oh, you all mixed up.
Take the mic.
Go ahead.
Your last.
Don't knock the camera over, like I did.
Anita's the youngest of us all, right?
So I went to George Washington High School.
Closer, closer.
I went to George Washington High School where Uncle George teaches.
What grade do you get from him?
I never went to his class, but he found out that I was taking calculus from one of his colleagues. And so every Sunday, he would track me down and say, Anita, how are those derivatives? And I would dread seeing him because every week he would come up to me like, what do you know about integrals? What do you know about limits? And I'd be like, oh, this Uncle George. But like, I got over it, but it took a while. But yeah, now I know he's a wonderful, and he taught my son calculus, so yeah, that's awesome. But to answer your question, I don't remember anything.
Thanks, Anita. I think it was, Wendy.
Barbara says, do you know anything about George? And I couldn't think about it, but then I remember when I was rather young, I played the flute. And then I took up the recorder. And George noticed that I was playing recorder, so he said, come on, play with us. He had one of these giant recorders, I think it was an alto or something like that. I think Shirlene and I were playing with George. We were just kind of messing around, and I think we played like Dona Nobi's Pacha or something like that. So I just wanted to thank George for noticing a kid and bringing out that little musical thing in me.
Thank you. And then Nick, or do you want to say? Oh, okay, yeah.
Keep going. You don't have to do that.
You only have 5 friends.
So by now, I think you think and know that George was some kind of an intellectual, and see, he's frowning. But that's what we all think. How many think? Who thinks he's really intelligent? Okay, I've known George for a long time, and I have always thought he was very smart. I don't know about intellectual, but very smart. And so he used to do confab, and so we used to have these, really intellectual kinds of discussions at confab. And so one year after confab, I said, gee, what is existentialism and all that? So then I asked him, he said, well, let's go for a walk and I'll explain it to you. So he talks about Paul Tillich and I don't know, a whole bunch of other people. And he says, you get it now? So, yes. I don't know what the heck he was talking about, but he is very intelligent. And that's it. That's George, and he's going to present today's lesson.
Not yet, not until I speak, right? So I just want to say thank you to George. I've always appreciated him because when I was installed, he had given me this calligraphy, right? He asked for my favorite verse, and he then, wrote it down and presented to me. But the thing about him is that he's such a perfectionist. After he gave it to me, he took it back. He says, no, I need to continue to practice, right, to perfect the style. So give me some time. And he's still working on it. And I really appreciate it. Right, so thank you, George.
May I start now?
Anybody else? Okay, okay. Thank you, George.
Well, I want to respond to Sebastian. I've changed style. The style of calligraphy, so I had to start from scratch because I prefer that style. And when I first presented with Sebastian, it was kind of mishmash, right? It was not good. Another calligrapher will say, this guy's an idiot, right? But anyway, so I had to start from scratch, and it took me almost 5 years, right? 5 years just to learn that style, and I've done it, but That's another story, right? Why I haven't given it to him yet. Anyway, Charlene reminded me, we used to have layman's, I forgot what we
Yeah.
call it, right? You were
The
there.
school of the laity,
School of the Laity with James Chuck every
Yeah,
Saturday
Saturday
morning.
morning.
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning.
It was possible because we all,
Live in
we lived in Chinatown, we just walked over here, right? So we didn't have to travel, we didn't have to park, right? So at School of the Laity, and that's where I learned. I learned theology from James Chuck, and I wish we had something like that for, you know, to continue that tradition. And anyway, I want you to look at the painting, all right? The painter is Caravaggio.